Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a must-have dog products when you have 2 golden retrievers, one not pictured. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I just post home decor videos, cleaning videos, a lot of videos with my dogs, as you can see, and also about my husband being in the military, currently on deployment, all that kind of stuff. So I'd love it if you stuck around. Hit the red subscribe button down below, click the bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video, and comment down below and let me know what kind of dog you have. So this video applies to any dog, not just golden retrievers, but any dog. Jax, come back up here. What the heck, man? Come on. You gotta be in it. It's all about you. Here comes Daisy. So my 2 golden retrievers are Jax and Daisy. This is Jax. Daisy's on her way, but they are 2 years old and Daisy is a year old. So yeah, they're almost not really puppies anymore, but still kind of high energy. So yeah, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I just want to preface this by saying if you're buying a dog or you're like going to get a golden retriever or anything, like all these products you do not have to buy right off the bat. These are just products that I found that worked for me over time. Like I said, Jax will be 3 in March, so I've had them for a while, so I've definitely had time to kind of gather all these things together. So you definitely like don't have to go out and buy all of this. So I'll definitely talk about like the bare minimum things that you should probably get, just kind of make your life easier. But he's literally, wow. Hey, you need to have manners. You can't do that on camera. Okay, so I made a list on my phone so I didn't forget anything. It's pretty long actually for a dog list. So the first things, I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff and kind of like doing like an overlay and then also just telling you. So I would say like the main things that you should get, especially if you're getting a puppy, would definitely be a kennel. I crate trained Jax and Daisy. If that's not something that you want to do, then you know, whatever. Or like a playpen or something. I actually put Daisy in a playpen more than the crate just because I was home a lot. But I definitely recommend crate training as a puppy. That's how I got them to be potty trained. They're not in their crate at all anymore. But it was really easy when they were puppies. We never really left them for that long. So they say that you're only supposed to leave them for however many hours based on however many months old they are. So if they're 3 months old, you can only leave them for 3 hours. That's just like a ballpark range, but you do what feels best for you. And then I would say like a dog bed or like a blanket or something just so that they can have their safe space and be comfortable. You know, toys and bones, their dog food stuff, all that kind of stuff. So, and then probably a leash, harness, collar, all that good stuff. So I'm going to talk about the things that I think that will make your life easier. All right, so to get started, dog leash. So this is the dog leash that I have for Daisy. Jax's looks just like this, except it's a little bit longer, but I got this one from Walmart. And it's really nice because it's like the rope kind, and it's also reflective if you walk your dog when it's dark outside. But it's really nice. They also have the ones that have like the little thing right here, and that's really nice too if you want to like kind of hold your dog tighter. So yeah, definitely recommend this kind of leash. It feels really good on your hands, especially if you're just starting out and they're pulling. You definitely don't want your hands to be like all messed up and hurt, you know. So, and then also along with the leash, I have these little poop bags. It's really nice because they're just on like a roll and you just take them and they're on the leash so you don't have to carry it or worry about having a bag, or if they poop you can't pick it up or whatever. So yeah. Say, because Jax poops twice on every single walk we go on. And then along with going on a walk, Jax and Daisy have a harness because I've just felt that it's easier to control them if there's like another dog, or as far as like training them and stuff. I have their harness. They also have their collar, but I just don't like it to be pulled on their neck because I feel like that just doesn't really work and they could slip out of it easy. This one's Daisy's. Jax's is like gray with the dog bones on it, but yeah, this one's Daisy's, and you can adjust it to how you like. They also make the other harnesses that aren't like strappy. They like, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I really like this one. They also have like gentle leaders and stuff. It really just depends on what works for you and how well your dog walks on a leash. For this has worked for us. And then going along with dog poop, definitely get a pooper scooper. I'm not going to show you that because it's really gross and I keep it outside. In some of my previous videos where I talked about like a haul, a TJ Maxx haul or whatever, I showed the dog pooper scooper because I had just bought it, but I'll insert a picture right here of what a pooper scooper looks like. So you don't have to be outside like when people are coming to mow your grass or you're mowing your grass or whatever, just picking up so you don't have flies or whatever. It's really nice because you don't have to just like use a shovel or like use your hand, or not your hand but like with the bag, you know. So yeah, that's really nice. Definitely recommend having that. I just leave it outside and then I just get a bag and pick it up whenever I see them do it, or if the mowing people are coming. What else, Papa? So now I'm going to get into the grooming. I also have a grooming video that is probably like my most viewed video on my channel. So definitely go and check that out. I'll put that in the iCard here, not sure. But go ahead and check that out. That definitely has a lot of this stuff more in depth, so I'm just going to cover it briefly here. Jack, sit. He thinks he's getting brushed and going for a walk and all this stuff. Okay, so this is their brush. Definitely recommend that you have a brush with golden retrievers. It's something that they need for sure, like every day. It helps with shedding. They get tangled easily. Definitely have a brush. This is one that we use. I got it from Walmart. What else? And then nail clippers. If you start clipping your dog's nails when they're puppies, then you'll be able to do it when they're this size. He lets me do it perfectly fine. Daisy lets me do it perfectly fine. I just did it yesterday. If you want to get them done at the vet, that's fine too, whatever you want to do. But if you want to do it yourself, definitely recommend trying it. No one showed me how to do it. I just kind of did it, and I did a little at a time, and then you just kind of get used to your dog. So yeah. And then I also use this dry shampoo. This helps if you like don't have time to give the dogs a bath. They kind of like stink a little bit. So I'll give this to them. Jax does not like this. I don't know why. But it kind of just makes them smell a little bit better. Our dog's feet start to smell like Fritos after a while. So sometimes I'll just like spritz this on there and then they won't smell like Fritos. And then I also have scissors specifically dedicated to the pups. This is what I use to cut their hair, to trim them. And then sometimes, especially Daisy, behind her ears, she'll get knots and stuff. So sometimes it's just best to just cut them out. Jax gets them under his tail, so I'm not going to try to brush that out and like hurt them. So yeah, sometimes I just go ahead and cut them out because, I mean, look at how much hair they have. I don't think they're going to miss it. Then dog shampoo. This is the kind that I use from Target. I've also used the Hertz or whatever it is, that brand, which Walmart has, the oatmeal or whatever. So that one works. I like this one because a little bit goes a long way. It's really thick. And it's also the lavender scent, so it smells pretty good. And then as far as golden retrievers or any dog that has like flappy ears like this, water gets trapped in there like really easily. So I have this ear solution cleaning stuff. I actually got this from the vet because one of the dogs had an ear infection when they were puppies. So this is just what I use. Okay, I'm going to talk about this because this was a literal lifesaver. When we got Jax fixed, he got an infection. We ended up having to take him to the emergency vet. And this stuff, you can buy this by like the big bottle. This stuff, Vetericin, I don't know, wound care. Here it is right there. This stuff is like a lifesaver. It's like just like healing. You spray on, like if they have like a sore or something, like they've been licking or something, this stuff you just spray it on and it's amazing. For cuts, it says cuts, abrasions, lacerations, irritations, burns, post-surgical sites, and wound dressings. Basically, the way that the vet explained this to me was it makes the cells that are in that area that's infected or whatever, basically at their ideal capacity for healing. So if you know anything about science yourselves, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, definitely recommend this stuff. This was a lifesaver and definitely helped Jax out when he was in a lot of pain. Okay, so that's about it for the dog grooming stuff. That's kind of like my go-to essential things. Again, go and watch my grooming video to see more. Can you sit? You're like all up in the viewfinder. You are. And then as far as giving them a bath, in the summer I give the dogs a bath outside. So on the hose you're going to want to have like a sprayer so it's easy, you know, to spray the shampoo and all that off. And then in our shower for the winter months, and when it gets a little bit too cold for them to have the cold hose water, I have a like attachment shower head in our shower, which makes it a lot easier to give them a bath. Alright, and then as far as like being in the house, all their stuff at the house. I have dog hair on my face. Again, a kennel. Jax and Daisy don't use the kennel anymore because they just don't need it unless Daisy will start chewing stuff up, which she's going through some phases. So sometimes I'll pop out the kennel just to kind of scare her into not chewing my things anymore, but I hate putting her in the kennel. So now, because I know she's potty trained and I know she's just being a butthole, so yeah, but definitely a kennel. You know, make sure you get the right size for your dog. I know you can get the big one if you know, like, they're a puppy and they're small. Seriously, they're a puppy and they're small now, but they have like the spacer divider in them, so you can like have the kennel grow with them. Definitely would recommend that if they're going to grow into like a 70-80 pound dog. And then a dog bed. So a dog bed is definitely essential for them. You don't have to go out and get like a crazy Serta dog bed or something that is super expensive. Amazon has great ones, you know, all that kind of stuff. I have one dog bed for the dogs because Daisy doesn't really like to lay on the dog bed. And we also let our dogs on our bed, on the couch, and all that. So I didn't really feel like spending extra money on 2 dog beds. We do have a smaller one upstairs, but they don't even really lay on it. Honestly, don't even know why I have it. To go with the dog bed, I also recommend a dog bed cover. So basically the cover, it's really simple. You just place the cover over your dog's bed, and it's waterproof, machine washable, and you just wash it and dry it and it's good to go. So this is great because you really want their dog bed to be clean and everything, because it will start to smell and they're very hairy. So definitely recommend this for easy cleanup and everything. So the one that I have is from a company called DogSheetz. They were actually really nice and they sent this to me for the pups, and I actually really love it. I really like the way that it looks, and it makes my life so much easier. And if I end up getting another dog bed, I'm definitely gonna buy another one because I just love it. Like, I love to be able to just take it off and throw it in the washer, because I do that with my couch covers, I do that with my pillow covers, everything. So highly recommend this if you have a big dog bed and dogs that shed a lot, or if they stink easily. Here is Daisy. She's made her appearance. She's much lighter than Jax, but now here they both are because they get really jealous really easily. Oh. Obviously, you want your dogs to have something to do, because if they don't have something to do and they're bored, and let's get real, you can't spend every second of every day playing with your dog, walking them and stuff. Like, you definitely should do that like on a regular basis. But, and you guys think my dogs are good. This is what they do all day long. But yeah, you definitely should play with them on a regular basis, but you want them to be able to entertain themselves too, play with each other if you have to. So definitely make sure you have dog toys and things like that. Jax and Daisy, they really like squeaky toys. Jax really likes balls, stuff like that. So I even like stuffed animals and stuff they love. My dogs aren't like bad chewers. They don't really tear things up like I know some dogs do. So if your dog is like that, I know you could get them like bones and things like that. Just make sure you don't get rawhide unless it's something that you want to do. It's your dog, whatever, you do you. But yeah, definitely make sure you have something to keep them busy, because sometimes you just can't play with your dog all day. And if you work and stuff like that to provide for your dog, you can't just play with them all day. So definitely make sure you have something for them to be entertained by. Now, another thing, you're obviously going to need dog food bowls and a water bowl. This is the feeding station that Andy made for Jax and Daisy. I love it because since we have 2 dogs, sometimes the feeding station can take up a lot of room. Definitely recommend having them out underneath of it because they like to dribble their water when they drink. And then I like that it has the bowl in the middle that's deep enough for enough water for both of them, and then the 2 food bowls on the side. And then along with their food, I also recommend having a dog food storage bin. This is the one that we have, and I really like it because it stores a lot of their food. And we live in Florida, so the ants here are terrible, and we don't have any issues with ants with their food. So Andy's grandma actually got this one for us. I'm not sure where she got it, but if I can find it, then I'll link it down below. So, and then along with the dog food storage bin, ours came with a scooper. And I definitely recommend that you either use an actual measuring cup, like a kitchen measuring cup, or you get a dog food scooper that has the measuring on it. because when we took her to the vet, she was a little bit overweight, which was honestly just because she got fixed and her metabolism slowed down a lot. She looks so stinking funny right now. Can you see her? Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. Anyways, but when Daisy went to the vet, she was a little bit overweight, not by a lot, but just a little bit. Not really anything concerning for the vet, but he definitely said to cut her food down a little bit. So that's what we did. And he also said, is your scooper, does it have the actual measurements on it, or is it just like a random cup? And mine actually already had the measurements on it, so I knew exactly how much they were getting. Because on the back of the food, it'll say if your dog's between this weight and this weight, feed them 2 cups or 1 cup or however many daily. And so you don't want it to just be eyeballing. You want to make sure that they're getting what they want, especially for golden retrievers. A big thing is them getting overweight, because when they get older, they have hip dysplasia, even if they're not overweight. I had a golden growing up, and he got hip dysplasia just being old, and he was never overweight ever. So you want to definitely help them out and like prolong their life. Don't let them get overweight. Along with their food, and talking about not getting overweight, these are the dog treats that we use. They're like little like popcorn things, and they really like them, as you can tell. You want one? Okay, Daisy, chill out. You're gonna get one. Easy. Thank you. Easy, easy. Good girl. So these are actually like little like popcorn things, and they really like these. We got these at our vet, so your vet might have them, but they're low fat, low sodium, low phosphorus, I guess, whatever. But these are the lamb and rice, and they have these in the vet actually. I know they're like super low calorie, low fat, and all that. So if you're having problems with your dog being overweight or anything, they really like these, obviously, and I give them like a few at a time to kind of tide them over. Come on, come over here. We can't see nothing. All right, that's enough. No more. So yeah, those are the treats that we use. You can also give your dog green beans. Those are a good treat. So another side thing that I forgot to mention is have a thing of baby wipes. This is like super TMI, and if you get grossed out easily, just skip a few minutes ahead. But sometimes the dogs will get number 2 stuck in their hair or something, especially for Goldens. Their butt hair and tail hair is very long. So sometimes if it's not trimmed all the way, you know, it grows out a little bit, then sometimes there'll be things stuck in there, and you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's really handy to have the baby wipes, and if you have kids, you probably already have them. We don't have kids, so there would be really no reason for me to buy baby wipes. So I always have one. I have it next to their treats in the kitchen, so it's easy for me to grab right by the back door. All right, and then, wow, his tail. And then as far as how I keep up with all their dog hair, well, I don't really. We always have dog hair in our house. There's never gonna be a day where I'm not gonna have dog hair, and I'm perfectly okay with that. You good, Daisy? Are you okay? Come here. But I'm definitely, if you have a dog that sheds a lot, I know huskies, things like that, golden retrievers for sure, you need to have lint rollers out the wahoo. Like, we have a lint roller in the kitchen, we have a lint roller upstairs, we have a lint roller in both of our cars, everywhere, because you're just gonna have dog hair on you. Like, I probably have it all over me right now. And then you definitely want to have a vacuum, obviously. If you have a dog, you should have a vacuum. I definitely recommend this Shark lift away vacuum, the one with the hose and the attachments, because that's basically what I use to get up all their hair. Golden hair likes to kind of form in tumbleweeds and hide in corners, so definitely get the one with the hose. I use a hose to vacuum our stairs as well as our couch. So definitely recommend this vacuum. I've had it for 2 years now, and it's still growing strong. I also recommend that you have a handheld vacuum. So this is the one that I have. It's also from Shark. My mom bought it for me for Christmas, because that's just funny. I get a vacuum for Christmas because I have 2 golden retrievers. But yeah, handheld vacuum. I love this to do our couch, to do the car, to do literally anything that needs to be done. Sometimes if I just see like there are tumbleweeds in the corners, I just like will take the handheld and do it real quick. And then I just keep it plugged in the bathroom. Okay, so one more thing that I forgot to mention was a dog car seat cover. Not a car seat, but like, you know, the car seat cover. You can get these off of Amazon. They have the ones that go over the seat. They have the hammock type ones. Definitely recommend this if you're going to take your dog anywhere, because, you know, they have hair If you take them swimming, then they're going to be wet, all that. They do have the things that like clip into the seat belt thing and all that for your dogs, but since I have two, I could just see them getting tangled and that just being a hot mess. So, and there are mixed reviews on those, if they actually are safe or not or whatever. So I haven't really gotten one, because if we do take the dogs anywhere, it's honestly right on base, so I don't really think anything's gonna happen. But yeah, you can look into that and do your research on your own. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. So that's all the must-have products that I could think of. There's a lot of them. You definitely don't have to get them all, like I said, but there's a lot. I'm sure I missed a few. So if I did and I remember, I'll put them down in the description or comment down below. Or if you remember any that you know I have that I forgot, then let me know. But I know a few other things that maybe I could have, but I just haven't gotten yet, like a dog camera for when I'm not home or whatever. But yeah, and just disclaimer, like, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do with your dog. Your dog is your dog, and unless you're, you know, abusing your dog or something, or doing something terrible to it or whatever, you know, your dog is your dog. You do what you want. Nobody can really tell you what you can and can't do. I had somebody comment on a video saying, stop feeding your dog that food, and it's like, you know, whether I'm feeding it chicken off the grill or I'm feeding it, you know, the kibble, then it's like somebody's always going to say something. So, you know, do what your vet says is good. My vet has said nothing bad about our food, and they know exactly what they're on. So yeah, definitely just, if you have questions, Google it or call your vet, basically. But I hope this video was helpful. I definitely didn't know all this when I first got a dog, but over the years I'm like, wow, I wonder if they have something for this, and sure enough they do. So definitely also go check out DogSheetz. I will leave their information and everything down below. They also have other products as well, not just the dog bed cover, but they also have a blanket that's waterproof and all that. So yeah, definitely go check them out. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it was helpful. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to comment down below. I will always respond. Message me on my Instagram. I'll always respond there too. Make sure you follow me over my Instagram. If you're not, my handle's right here. And I love to interact with you guys on there. You'll see a lot of pictures and a lot of stories of them, because I swear my whole Instagram is my dogs, but I'm not even mad about it, because how can you not love them? But yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see other videos with these two crazy heads in it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!